welcome to Cars R Us. Please like, share, and subscribe. Man, I'll just be trying to post some of everything. This afternoon, we're working on a 2000 Ford Ranger. It needs spark plugs, wires, and an air filter in it. So I'm gonna just walk you through how to do a basic spark plug and wire swap, also known as partial tune-up. So let's start right here. Start with the coil pack and inspect the coil pack, make sure it's okay. The truck isn't missing or anything, it's just time for it to be done. So let's start with the clamps. First off, you got these clamps right here. You see where it locks at, that hook right there? You want to take your flathead screwdriver and put it in between there and lean the bottom of the flathead screwdriver out, which will pop these open. You're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those to pop off. Some of you might not have none because some people may not have put them back. The easiest way to change these things without having to worry about your firing order and all of that is to do them one at a time. I started on the driver's side. I like to start on the driver's side. The first spark plug was down there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but right, I'm trying to get it to focus. Yeah, but anyway, it's down in there. That's the first one. Matter of fact, I'll take my socket and put it right there. That's where the first one sits. Then you have, get down in here. You got number 2. There's 3, and then same thing for the other side. You're going to need a short extension and a 5/8 or a 16. Alrighty. So you're gonna need a 5/8 or a 16. That's going to take your spark plugs out. As you can see here, let me grab it. As you can see here, fits right in perfectly. When pulling out the spark plug, inspect it, make sure it's not covered in oil or anything like that. If it is, that means the valve cover is leaking. Depending on how bad it is, you might want to consider replacing it if it needs to be replaced. So, like I said, I went ahead and took out spark plug number 1. And now I'm gonna go back over here. Now, I might not be correct about the spark plug order, but yeah, I'm changing number 1 right now. Alright, so make sure you hand screw it down in there, man. You don't want to cross thread or mess these things up. It can be a real pain if you do. You want to get you a couple of spins on there. Yeah, get you a couple spins, make sure it's threading just like it needs to be. Then afterwards, you can take your ratchet, make sure you're going the right way. Put on there. And you don't need to over tighten it, just snug it tight. Once you snug it tight, then you go back to that cord. Let's see. You find your cord and you go on and pull it up. So here we are. It's going to be the first one. You take it off. Now, remember that little clip that I was telling you guys about? So, now let's go ahead and pull out the spark plug wire and then line them up. Make sure it's the right length. So we got a couple of them here. Alright. So of course we already know those are going to be too long. Get rid of those. Actually, it just might be that extra long one. There's only 1 or 2 long ones. Yeah, 2 long ones out of the bunch. So this one is going to be the one, and I'll show y'all how to pop that open with your flathead. Alright, so what you're going to do here is you're going to get that flathead somewhere up under or along the sides, just like I did, and take and flip it right on up. and it'll pop right open. Just that simple. Take it off that one. Gonna put it on your opposite one, but you don't want to lock it down because, as you can see, there's another one that goes in there with it. So I'm gonna just insert that there. Leave it partially closed for right now. Now let's go ahead and clamp it down. And run it back down the same exact way. It's just that simple. You want to try and make sure you're routing it the same way the other ones route it through. So give me just a second. Let me fish this through real quick. Alright, bear with me just a second. Alright, so now we got it fished through. As you can see right here, this is where I fished it through behind the fuel lines. And then the only thing I gotta do is get it around this rail here. And now I can go ahead and plug it up. Alright, and it's all on and tight. Like I said, you might want to use your, where are they at? Just had them. You might want to use your needle nose to pull them out. It's a lot easier, less of a headache, but apparently I can't find mine right now. So I'm going to use the pliers. Okay, so I guess those aren't going to work. I am going to have to get my, what in the hell happened to them? See, when you're moving around a lot, you tend to misplace things. But I got another pair, so everything's all good. Alright, so open these up. I do got to find those afterwards. I ain't trying to lose them. Let me put this down. Some of these things tend to be on a little too tight. Some of them tend to be a little tight due to how long they've been on. So, crazy part about it is, there it go. It came off, but it broke when it came off, as you can see. So, damn gloves unripped. Get these gloves back on. Then we're gonna go after the next spark plug. Just get this other glove on and then we're right back at it. I'm doing it slow enough so you guys can be able to follow along. That way you don't have to keep pausing the video and etc, etc. So now let's go ahead and pull that next spark plug out. Alright, so as you can see, the next one's down here. Oh, and the actual metal part didn't come off the top, so you gotta make sure that comes off. So now we slide that one on there. Crazy part about it, guys, I just found the needle nose I was looking for, sitting right in my face. Alright. And the spark plugs I got, they're already gapped. They're the Motorcrafts. SP 500s. Once again, make sure you inspect your plug. Pretty decent. Going back with fresh ones. The ones that came out of here were auto lights, so this thing is going to run a ton better. Okay, so now I'm screwing that one down in there. Okay, snug that tight. Now that I got that snug tight, let's go ahead and work on that broken one that came out, which is going to come up through here. So it's going to be the first one. That second hole is going to be the first. Well, the second spark plug on the driver's side is going to be the first on the coil. So we're going to pull that one out. Now, let me find the other one that belongs to. All right. So I think that's it. Let's try another one. I'm gonna go with this one right here. Oh yes, ma'am. They're falling apart as I pull them off. So it's been a minute since they've been replaced. Okay, I'll be here. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm gonna run this down through here. So now I just got the second one on. Now it's time to take needle nose and go ahead and pull that third one off. Be careful of your evap hoses and everything. I don't know if you guys hoses are brittle, but you want to be careful not to break them pulling these off. Okay, so the other one didn't break coming off. It came off pretty smooth. Alright, and we're going to pull that third one up. Let's see. As you see, that one off. It's going to be a short one. It ain't going to be too long. Try and go back with what came off, you know, something close to it. See, and I know these in the back, so this one tend to be a smidge longer. I'm gonna try it out. All right, so let's see. That comes down. Okay, so that one's not gonna be it. Gotta go with one a little bit longer. Okay, so here we go. Let's try this one. This one is a little bit longer. All right, so yeah, here we go. Yep, we're in there. We're in the money. Now we're going to take this spark plug out. This is easy, guys. Easy, super easy. All you need is a 3/8 ratchet, half inch extension, and a 5/8 or a 16. Uh-oh. And remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Same way you take it apart is the same way it goes back together. If you can do this, you can do anything. The right tools make it all happen. Don't be scared to jump into it, especially if it's your own car. Alright. Now let's get this next spark plug. Alright, now I hand tighten it as far as I can get it to hand tighten. And get down in here and then go ahead and tighten it up. Okay, so now that's tight. I'm going to take my now that's on there and tight. That side is done. That is how you do the driver's side. Now let's move on to the passenger side. Passenger side should be just as simple. We can see the first one up front right there. Then we can see the second one right here and the third one. Yeah, no, the third one would be, yeah, a little closest to the back where you see my finger at. That's the third one. So let's all right, so the first hose is down here. It's up front. Can't miss it. It's going to be that very first one right here. Follow my finger right here. It's going to be that very first one in front of the plug. So we fished it through, got it off. And remember, I told you some of them might have those clamps on them that you might need to get off with a flathead screwdriver. So just take your flathead screwdriver and pop that clamp off, place it on the other place of the other one. Second, getting this thing all set up. All right, now take that one, lock it in place, just like so. Put it around it. Now we're gonna plug in here and fish it back around, down and around the same way the other one came off. And then you take it and plug it in. So that's 4 down, 2 to go, out of 6. All right, so now we got that one on. Let's go ahead and work our way on the second one. Now I'm about to go and use my needle nose, my long ones, pull this one out. Okay, that one popped out pretty easy. All right. Now remember, fish it through. It's gonna be the second one. Right on up and out. Go match it up with your next one. All right, and I got it matched up with the next one. So now we're going to pull. We're going to pull this one off now. Okay, so I got it broken loose. Now that it's broken loose, and we're gonna go grab another spark plug. Get it mounted up. And we're gonna go ahead and get this one in now. And remember, once again, hand tighten until you can't hand tighten no more. And once it's hand tightened, take your ratchet and snug it tight. Sorry you guys that you can't actually see, but you get the idea from the first side that we did. And make sure when you push them down, push the spark plug wires down, you feel that little snap. It clicked together. You'll know it's on there because when you try and give it a tug, you're not going to be able to just pull it right off. Okay, got that one on, All right, guys, one more left, and it is in a hell of a spot. Thank God for long needle nose. I ain't really got to do too much fighting to getting the plug off. Okay, so that plug's off. See how that one just came right on up out of there? All right, let's locate this plug. So this one I might have to crawl up in here to get a good angle on it. I want to actually lay my fingers on it. There we go. Okay, so yeah, coming from the front of the truck might be your best bet. You might not be able to use your extension. I just had to take mine off. Let me see. Might be able to do this without the extension. Yeah, so that rear driver side, front passenger and the rear of the motor. Crawl up in here a little more. Okay, so that one broke loose. Just that simple. I'm gonna take my socket. No, I didn't break it loose. I thought I did. Let's see. Nope, and that extension is definitely gonna be too long. So once again, yeah, I'm crawling up in here again. I actually got my body turned sideways across the motor. Let's see if this it is loose. So let me try it again. Yeah, it is turning. Yeah, she coming out. All right, guys, so there it is. Last one. So now I'm shooting to put this last one up in here. All right. Okay, so now we're gonna put that ratchet back on there. Feel it getting tight. Snug tight. And that's done now. Ooh. Actually, they gave me an extra long one. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move. Let me see. I'm gonna move this short one here. Sometimes it ends up being like that. They give you one that may be too long. So as soon as I can find that, there you go. And then I'm gonna move this clip back one. Then I'm gonna take this one, which was here, and I'm gonna move this one back one also, and put it here. Then I'm gonna take this long one here, and then I'm gonna route it all the way around. You know. And run it through here and plug in. And guys, and now the only thing left for you to do is to go ahead and put your clamps back. I hope this video was helpful to you. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I try and post as frequently as possible. But that is how you do a tune-up. Oh, on a 2000 Ford Ranger.